What is up, guys? Today it is Lincoln Wyckoff from the Rip Six podcast, and now this is a list from the top 100 NFL players of 2024. This is before the season has started, and look who is at number one. That it was a total mistake for them. Let's just get right into it. I think this is top 10. I might have to go on. This might be the link. Sorry, guys. All right, I think we're here. Bro, I got an NFL Plus. Who wants to buy that, bro? All right, we'll just look at the top 10, and then I'll get back. We're going to look up the other ones. So, number 10, Max Crosby. It's decent. I mean, I don't know. Travis Kelce, number 9. I think Travis has definitely fell off. I think he's had a down year, but hey, he did have a decent game versus the Texans. I mean, hey, good. TJ Watt, number 8, I'd have no problem with that. I actually put him higher if he was a little healthier. This season, he wasn't as healthy. All right, Trent Williams, not a top 10 player. He got injured. He was, though, but now he's not. Chris Jones, you can make an argument, but yeah, I'd say a little high. Myles Garrett, very underrated in my opinion. I think that's a great spot for him. Pat Mahomes, number 4. I'm sorry, but I think there's other players that are quarterbacks better than Patrick Mahomes, and I think Mahomes is in the playoffs. Yeah, he's number 1, but right in the regular season, I'd say he's maybe not top 10. McCaffrey, when healthy, yes. Lamar, yes. And number 1, bro, Tyreek Hill at number 1, man. That's unacceptable for the NFL. He was the best wide receiver before he got injured. Yeah, decent. I don't know. Now we're gonna react to some of the games from yesterday, and here they are. We'll react to all. So let's go to the wild card first game. React to those stats. I think this was the biggest upset out of all the playoffs. CJ Stroud, 282 yards, 1 tutty, and Joe Mixon did have a good game. Justin Herbert, man, I don't know what he was doing that game. 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Man, I find that unacceptable for the Chargers, and I do not want to see that going on for more. And Lad McConkey, or McMonkey? No, it's McConkey. Yeah, he had I think it's an 80-yard reception for a touchdown. Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, I think that the Texans are I think they were a little bit of a fraud, but I think it was just off season. Let's just watch the game recap, and hopefully there's no ads. Yeah, we are not watching that. That was really bad service. So, yeah, all right. Now let's go on to the Steelers game. This game was horrible. I have to admit. In my opinion, I went to bed at halftime. I was bored. Ravens had this one in the bag, even though there's 2 touchdowns. That George Pickens, man. I don't know. Remember that touchdown? It was a flag or something, but yeah, Derrick Henry, 2 tutties. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdowns. I wonder who he passed them to. Yeah, Batman and Hill. Yeah, so I don't find this as oh my god, I keep getting back. Sorry guys. I don't find this as an upset, and I think this game is over by halftime. Justin Fields came in for like one. And if I were the Steelers, I'd get rid of Russell Wilson if he decides to retire or give him someone else. I'd go all in with Justin Fields, make him a starter, and I just make I I don't know what I would do. Oh, they signed that guy from the Dolphins. I know that. Um, so yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Steelers. All right. Oh, this game, man. I was so hopeful in the Broncos. They, I have to tell you, man. Like Bo Nix, great rookie season, playing through that back injury. Um, but Josh Allen is, Josh Allen, 272 yards, two tutties. James Cook, Kurt Samuel, man. Um, yeah, it was a yeah. And they even had a Riley Dixon. I mean, I mean that I was so upset when I saw the Bills win. When the Bills won, like we can't have that, bro. Like I hope that the Broncos do better. You know, later in Bo Nix's career if he decides to stay there. But man. Alright, now going on to my team, the Philadelphia Eagles against the Green Bay Packers. This game, even though I was an Eagles fan, this game was excellent. 3 interceptions for the Eagles. Jordan Love obviously had the injury, but Jalen Hurts, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley has just been excellent, and he's played like how much games? Like 2 or 3 playoff games, and he's already like he's good to go. And Devontae Smith is actually doing better than AJ Brown, which I find AJ Brown's performance from yesterday's game against Rams and this game unacceptable. Bro's read a book on the sidelines about inner excellence. 1 reception on 10 yards. I find that horrendous. And of course they won. Like I don't care as long as we win the Super Bowl and we win. I won't care anymore. But like if we don't win, I would blame one of it on him. Or I would probably blame half of it on Hurts because he's in the pocket too long. I don't care what anyone says. Jahan Dotson, first touchdown as an Eagle. Dallas Goedert, man. Met him back at the Eagles Autism Challenge. Such a good guy. Those stiff arms. Interception. It was Quinyon Mitchell, who is questionable to return to the playoffs, from what I've heard. Nakobe Dean is not coming back. Zach Bond, man, he's a dog. And Darius Slay has went to the locker room like 3 or 2 times this postseason. Has come back both times and played excellent. And on the Packers side, it was just Josh Jacobs, 81 rushing yards. Jordan Love. I mean, it was an off game for him. I don't blame the Packers going into, in my opinion, the best team in the NFC. I think the Lions are frauds all along, and no one believed me. And I'm like, you gotta, I don't know. So the Commanders, this game was probably the most entertaining out of all of them. A doink field goal by Gonzalez. I believe that's his name. Gonzalez, yeah. That was a good game. Jaden Daniels, not a fraud. I thought if you lost this game, you'd be like, eh. But yeah, he's going against my Eagles or Eagles. I don't. It's weird when you say my. I feel like you own the team, but whatever. Yeah, 268 yards on 2 touchdowns, and he's been good. Baker Mayfield, 185, 2 touchdowns. One to Mike Evans. Bucky Irving got one. Bucky Irving has been decent. But yeah, I think that was an upset, even though they were 10-7. I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had that one in the bag. But yeah, that's the NFL upsets, man. And now this game, oh my god, this game was horrendous. I went to bed after the first quarter. The Rams won against the 14-3 Vikings, and I think I blame this on Sam Darnold. 245 yards isn't that bad, but like, come on, like you got to win those games. Like, you're in the playoffs, one of the best teams. Sam Darnold, he was seeing ghosts out there, man. Like Matthew Stafford had a good game. Kyrie Williams, I like him, Kyrie Williams, as a running back. Um, but yeah, like as the Vikings, you gotta win those games. I don't care what anyone else says, but you gotta win them. I think that was the biggest upset besides maybe not, but the Commanders. You gotta realize all they upgraded was like their QB, and they were 4-13, 4-12, whatever it was last season. Um, but yeah, totally unacceptable from the Vikings, honestly. Now moving on to the divisional round, these games were good. The Kansas City Chiefs, won against the Houston Texans. Mahomes, man, it's not gonna show me, but they got a kick return. No, it was not a kick. It was like it was a yeah. Chiefs had a big kick return in the beginning. I forget the guy's name. I think the one that looks like LeBron James. He on the special teams. I believe is this guy, Will Anderson Jr. I think he pushed the special teams coach Frank on the Texans, and yeah, you can't do that. Like Travis said to Andy Reid last year, and Jason called him out on it on the podcast. You can't do that, man. So much idiots in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, not a decent performance. No touchdowns. Not decent. It was like mid. Joe Mixon, I do like him as a quarterback, like Kyrie Williams. Chiefs, Mahomes, 177 yards, one tutty for Daddy Mahomes, as the refs call him. Kareem Hunt, tutty. Travis Kelce, ugh. And people were like freaking out that Caitlin Clark was in the same box as Taylor Swift. Oh my god, we don't care. Yeah, that game. Hope we don't see them in the Super Bowl because the refs will be on their side. I hate to break it to you, Eagles fans. The Commanders. Now, this game, out of all of the games in the playoffs, was the biggest upset. How are you 15-2 coming into this game and going as a 12-5 Commanders team that only upgraded their quarterback and went 4-13 last year by over 10 points? Jared Goff, 3 interceptions, man. Come on, and passing for almost 300 yards. Brian Robinson, man. Jahmyr Gibbs is good. I feel like KD did not like that celebration he did, but whatever. Yeah, this game was unacceptable for the Lions, but I'm not a fan, so I am not upset. Let's go back to my Eagles. The Eagles won against the Rams 28-22. Thriller. I was like gonna pass out at at the end of that game. Because they threw to Puka Nacua. He caught it. He was playing horrible the entire game. And it was like 50 yard, 40-yard reception, something like that. Oh, my bad. And yeah, like Matthew Stafford had a great game, honestly, in the snow. He's 1-9 in snow games now. I don't blame him. Jalen, like I was playing with my brother in the snow football, and I was not even playing with NFL players, and I still like dropped the ball. Like I can't imagine. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, man, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, that 44-yard rushing touchdown. I love our last year when we rushed Swift. I was like, no, come on. Now it's Saquon. I'm like, give it to Saquon. I don't care about the passing game anymore. There's 2 receptions on 14 yards for A.J. Brown. Dallas Goedert's playing really good, coming off an injury. Yeah. Let's see what they did. Puka, Cooper Kupp did decent. Yeah. Jared Verse. Do not talk about our fan base again or else. Yeah, that's why you never talk bad. No matter who you are. You can be Michael Jordan still lose, talk bad. Alright, this game was probably the most disappointing if I was a fan of the Ravens. Mark Andrews dropped the 2-point conversion, and Lamar Jackson was mad. I was using another word, but I can't. Josh Allen, no touchdown passes for him, but Lamar had one. Derrick Henry had a touchdown. Likely had one. Yeah, I know Josh Allen had 2, and Ray Davis had 1. Yeah, I'd say it's a overall both teams played like at the same. I'd say like passing game was definitely better with the Ravens, but Mark Andrews dropped like 3 balls that game. If you know what like footballs, you know. But yeah, totally unacceptable for Mark Andrews, man. I've said that word a million times this video, but whatever. Okay, now let's just review the matchups. Eagles versus Commanders. That's at 3, January 26th, next Sunday. I do not want to buy tickets. Predictions for this game, 34-28 Eagles win. I think Saquon is named the MVP for the NFC Conference Championship. And yeah, I think Jaden Daniels kind of has an off game, but still plays decent. All right, let's go. Last game, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. I've got the Kansas City Chiefs winning 23-14. I don't see the refs not. Cause actually, this is a battle of the daddy QBs, if you know what I mean. Like the refs give all the calls to Josh Allen, the refs give all the calls to Kansas City, and I heard 94 WIP when I was in the car listening to the game yesterday. He said like when Jalen got like sacked and threw out of bounds, like if his name were Patrick Mahomes, he would be like flagged. And yeah, they're so soft on Patrick Mahomes, man. But all right. Well, thank you guys for watching. And this video might have been a little annoying, like for like when I was moving, but I just wanted to look up top 100. I couldn't find it, so we just talked about this. But yeah, I might make another video after this. But yeah, let's just subscribe. Look at a podcast that's been coming soon. We've been slacking. Check out my food channel, Link Loves Food. I'm posting a video about tacos later. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.